A Commission on Appointments panel has deferred the confirmation of Social Welfare and Development Secretary Erwin Tulfo over citizenship and libel issues. Mayan Los Baños with the details.
DSWD Secretary Erwin Tulfo on Tuesday faced the Commission Appointments Labor, Employment, Social Welfare and Migrant Workers panel. There he was met with questions of varying topics, including his personal life. Looking at the nominees' profiles, Surigao del Norte 2nd District Representative Johnny Pimentel could not help but notice Tulfo's declaration that he has 10 children from 4 different women.
I suppose you had a very colorful love life, secretary. And there were 4 women who are the mothers of your children. Are you still in good terms with the mothers?
Yes, we're in good terms, including all my children. Some of them are in the United States and some are here.
Pimentel went on raising the possibility that the secretary could meet more women in his line of work.
Hindi po ba magiging sagabal sa trabaho mo yon na marami kang makikilalang babae?
It happened, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, when I was younger, when I was in the media. And as you grow old, you notice that you start to look differently in life, your perspective.
However, in the middle of the hearing, Secretary Tulfo had to ask for an executive session to answer questions about his citizenship.
Naging enlisted personnel ho pala kayo ng ng US Army. 1988 to 1992. Denounced niyo ba yung inyong Filipino citizenship?
I would like to ask for an executive session on this matter.
CA members also asked Tulfo about his conviction for the 4 counts of libel case filed against him. Tulfo admits to the libel conviction and explained that this happened when he was still a columnist. But Sege Party List Representative Rodante Marcoleta believes the libel verdict poses a dilemma regarding Tulfo's confirmation, since such a case is an offense that involves moral turpitude.
In some other cases disposed by the Supreme Court, there were certain people who were disqualified from holding positions.
Other CA members were also divided on the matter. That's why they opted to seek first the opinion of experts and the Justice Department. In his interview with the media, Tulfo admitted to having U.S. citizenship, but he said that he renounced it this year before his appointment.
Kailan kayo naging American citizen, sir?
Back in 86 or 88, I'm not sure.
Until when, sir?
Until I renounced it, I think.
Itong 2022 lang, sir. You became an American citizen because, what was your reason, sir?
I cannot divulge that. I'm sorry. I told him that in the Senate.
Tulfo said he will just await the CA to summon him again, though he is aware that there's still a long line of cabinet secretaries that are awaiting CA hearing for their confirmation as well. Reporting for News 5, Mayan Los Baños, we are One News.
Here to give us his thoughts on the recent Commission Appointments panel meeting, we have with us on the line former Senator Franklin Drilon. Good evening and welcome to The Big Story, sir.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Robert. Good evening.
Sir, isa-isahin lang po natin. First of all, citizenship. Is that going to be an issue for Mr. Tulfo or anybody to be appointed by President Marcos?
Well, the cabinet member must be a citizen of the Philippines. There is a precedent here when the former or the late DFA Secretary June Yasay, if you recall, acquired American citizenship, and while he allegedly renounced it, there was not sufficient proof of his renunciation. So it was on the basis of the fact that he was an American citizen at the time of his appointment that the commission voted against him and disqualified him because he was not qualified to sit as a member as a chair of the DFA. I do not know the facts in the case of Secretary Tulfo, but yes, just to the question of whether citizenship is required, it is required. Now, the fact that he became a dual citizen should not be a hindrance, provided that he renounced his American citizenship before his appointment. I was the one who wrote the law, and a citizenship in another country is a disqualification from holding public office unless you have renounced it, renounced that foreign citizenship. And so I do not know what is the case, what are the facts in the case of Mr. Tulfo, whether or not he said he has renounced. If he has renounced it validly, then the dual citizenship is no longer a question. Okay, but in the case of Mr. Yasay, his renunciation was not found to be valid and effective, and therefore he had no citizenship. He was a stateless person at the time that he was appointed, or at the very least, still an American citizen.
Okay, so to be clear po, just on that and just to cover some gray areas there, one is we don't know either, at least based on the report, because they took an executive session for him to explain the circumstances there. But on, as you explained, he has to renounce the U.S. citizenship. In other words, even dual citizenship does not cure this. He has to renounce and then completely be and exclusively be a Filipino citizen.
That's correct. I wrote the law. And the purpose of the law was to allow a person, a Filipino, who has lost his citizenship because of acquisition of a foreign citizenship, he was given the opportunity to be a dual citizen, unless he is appointed to public office or he files a certificate of candidacy, in which case a requirement is that he must renounce the foreign citizenship and have only one nationality or citizenship at the time of his appointment or election, and that is Philippine citizenship. And we have applied that in the case of the late Foreign Secretary June Yasay.
Sir, how about the libel conviction? Ano ba yung policy natin doon once na convicted, kahit na anong kaso?
I could not recall exactly whether or not libel carries disqualification from holding public office as a penalty. That is found, that is in the revised penal code, whether it involves moral turpitude, which would disqualify a person from holding public office. So that's all. I'm telling you what the law is. Whether it is applicable to Mr. Tulfo, I do not know.
But Senator, to be clear, because that was also raised by Congressman Marcoleta, it turns on the question of whether or not the crime involved constitutes moral turpitude.
Yeah, but the matter of whether or not he will be confirmed is a judgment of the CA.
I see.
Now, so, of course, if the law disqualifies one from holding public office, the opinion of the Commission appointed is immaterial, because that's the law. Now, so I do not know what exact, as I said, I'm out of the house, I don't have access to research the material. And I have to check whether or not there is a disqualification from holding public office by virtue of conviction, or it involves moral turpitude, which could be raised against Mr. Tulfo.
Okay, but just to be clear po, as far as the CA process is concerned, this should be a legal process and not a political process?
Well, yes, it is a legal process, but you cannot say that it is not political, because the discretion of the politicians are involved, unless the law is clear insofar as the conviction is concerned. For example, if it's a question of dual citizenship and he did not renounce validly, then the discretion is lost. The CA has no power to confirm if that is the case. And because somebody can bring the issue to the Supreme Court on a co-warranto proceeding, questioning the right of the nominee to sit in his position.
Okay, maraming salamat po. Former Senator Franklin Drilon.